Tonight, the 73rd governor of Massachusetts delivered her first State of the Commonwealth address. 22 News State House reporter Ellen Fleming is in Boston, where Governor Healey pledged to ramp up spending to address the state's most pressing issues.
Governor Healey delivered her maiden State of the Commonwealth address tonight and touched on such issues as housing, transportation, and climate change. Healey entered the House chamber with much pomp and circumstance and headed to the rostrum for her address. After her welcoming remarks, the first thing the governor touched upon was the devastating flooding in western and central Massachusetts this past summer and the fund that was set up to keep farmers afloat during that crisis. Later in the speech, she specifically called upon Senator Joe Comerford of Amherst and Representative Natalie Blais of Deerfield for being champions of a permanent disaster relief resiliency fund. Healey touched on several of her accomplishments while in office, like creating Mass Reconnect and making school meals free for all across the state. She also touched upon the struggles the state is currently facing, like transportation needs and the emergency shelter crisis. Housing was a big theme as well, as the governor pushed lawmakers to pass her $4 billion Affordable Homes Act, saying that passing it is one of her top priorities.
It would inject hundreds of millions of dollars into building programs and first-time homebuyer programs. It will reduce barriers to housing production and give communities the tools they need to develop housing where they need it. It will bring down housing costs for everyone.
Healey also announced Literacy Launch, which will provide classrooms across the state with reading materials and mandate educator training programs. Now, the governor is submitting her budget next week, and she pledged during her address to make special investments dedicated to rural communities. Working for you at the State House in Boston, Ellen Fleming, 22 News.